Number 1. Read the source and answer the question. This man, Mansa Musa, flooded Cairo with his benefactions, or gifts. He left no court emir or leader, nor holder of a royal office without the gifts of a load of gold. The Caironese, or residents of Cairo, made incalculable profits out of him and his suite in buying and selling and giving and taking. They exchanged gold until they depressed its value in Egypt and caused its price to fall. An account by an Arab historian about Mansa Musa in 1324. Which statement explains the effect of Mansa Musa's journey to Egypt? A. His purchases decreased demand for local goods. B. His caravan introduced new political ideas. C. His wealth overwhelmed the local economy. D. His caravan created new enemies in the region. Number 2. Look at the source and answer the question. Which two statements correctly describe this empire? A. It reached the height of its power under Mehmed II. B. It peacefully expanded in European territories. C. It conducted the first trade along the Silk Road. D. It established the Yuan dynasty in China. E. It conquered southern China under Kublai Khan. F. It moved its capital to the city of Moscow. Number 3. Which three factors contributed to Japan becoming a military society in the late 12th century? A. Shoguns gave land or income to samurai in exchange for military service. B. Shoguns helped resolve conflict among clans. C. Shoguns had increased military support from the peasant farmers. D. Samurai encouraged economic growth throughout the empire. E. Samurai were trained to reach agreements with foreign representatives. F. Samurai owed loyalty to the shogun rather than the emperor. Number 4. Which three statements describe major results from the work of Johannes Gutenberg? A. The power of the Catholic Church increased across Europe. B. The use of vernacular languages in text increased. C. The education of the lower classes became a priority throughout Europe. D. The ideas of the Renaissance spread more quickly throughout Europe. E. The people were able to make their own conclusions about religious texts. F. The differences between social classes decreased. Number 5. Look at the source and answer the question. Voyages of Discovery, 1480 to 1500. Which two explorers' routes are shown on this source? A. Bartholomew Diaz. B. Ferdinand Magellan. C. Jacques Cartier. D. Vasco da Gama. E. Christopher Columbus. Number 6. Read the source and answer the question. Pope Gregory VII and Emperor Henry IV disagreed on whether or not the emperor had the right to appoint the bishops, and whether the pope or the nobles had the right to appoint local church officials and bishops. The relationship described in this source represented A. The development of a movement to reform the government. B. A struggle between religious and government authorities. C. The development of a papal bureaucracy. D. An alliance to conquer and convert barbarian tribes. Number 7. Read the source and answer the question. The capital was established at Kyoto and remained there for 1,000 years. Buddhism spread throughout the country. Official ties with China were greatly reduced. Which time period is represented by these events? A. The expansion of the empire during the Mughal period. B. The dominance of the Khan dynasty during the Yuan period. C. The rise of the nation of Japan during the Heian period. D. The advances in technology under the Sung dynasties. Number 8. Read the source and answer the question. The good order that William established is not to be forgotten. It was such that any man might travel over the kingdom with a chest full of gold, and no man dared kill another. He reigned over England, and the land of the Britons was under his sway. He had full power over the Isle of Man. Scotland was also subject to him. The Anglo-Saxon Chronicle, 1086. Based on this source, what was one effect of William the Conqueror's reign? A. He established political stability in England. B. He developed an English banking system. C. He ordered the building of new English roads. D. He established religious reform in England. Number 9. Study the list and answer the question. Art of the Renaissance. Leonardo da Vinci, Mona Lisa, Michelangelo, the Sistine Chapel. Which idea best completes this list? A. Used bright colors in paintings. B. Increased use of religious symbols. C. Increased realism of human figures. D. Used indoor settings for backgrounds. Number 10. Read the source and answer the question. He who swears loyalty to his Lord ought always to have these 6 things in memory: what is harmless, safe, honorable, useful, peaceful, possible. The Lord also ought to act toward his faithful vassal mutually in all these things. And if he does not do this, he will be justly considered guilty of bad faith, just as the former, if he should be detected in the avoidance of, or the doing of, or the consenting to them, would be disloyal. Forbot of Chartres on Feudal Obligations, 1020. Which statement best describes the system described in this source? A. Feudalism is dependent on the vassal and lord upholding obligations of service to one another. B. Under a feudal system, the lord is able to retain all profits made by the work of vassals on the king's land. C. Feudalism requires the vassal and the lord to act independently of one another in service to the king. D. Under a feudal system, the king is obligated to the lord to provide assistance in exchange for titles of nobility. Number 11. Which statement describes the relationship between the papacy and Charlemagne during the early Middle Ages? A. They often needed each other's help in order to maintain power. B. They frequently encouraged attacks on each other's power. C. They seldom came to each other's aid when power was threatened. D. They acted independently of each other to prevent disputes. Number 12. How did the age of exploration most affect indigenous populations in the Americas? A. The participation in global trade. B. The domestication of animals. C. The use of metal tools for farming. D. The introduction of diseases. Number 13. Study the list and answer the questions. Major events in the Reconquista. Establishment of the King of Aragon. Marriage of Ferdinand II of Aragon and Isabel I of Castile. The Catholic Church reclaimed the Iberian Peninsula. ? Which event best completes this list? A. Beginning of civil war in North Africa. B. Creation of the Kingdom of Spain. C. Increase in trade on the Silk Road. D. Marriage of Henry VIII of England and Catherine of Aragon. Number 14. Use the source to answer the question. Article 1. Whether it is necessary to have another doctrine besides the philosophical disciplines. Let us proceed to the first point. It seems that there is no necessity for any doctrine beyond the philosophical disciplines. Man should not strive after that which is beyond his reason. There are diverse sciences because things can be known in various ways. For example, the astronomer and the natural philosopher both demonstrate the same conclusion, such as that the world is round, yet the astronomer does so through mathematics, while the natural philosopher does so in a way that takes matter into account. Thus, there is no reason why those things treated by the philosophical disciplines through natural reason should not also be treated by another science insofar as they are known by the light of divine revelation. Thus, the theology which pertains to sacred doctrine differs from that theology which is part of philosophy. Thomas Aquinas, Summa Theologiae, 1273. Which statement best summarizes the main argument of this source? A. People should not question scientific reasoning. B. Philosophy and theology do not have to be in conflict with each other. C. Ideas from science and religion need to be kept separate. D. Society should limit questioning the natural world. Number 15. The Justinian Code was important because A. It shut the Catholic Church out of the government. B. It set a framework for the military to follow. C. It brought together existing codes and laws in one places. D. It eliminated the feudal system once and for all. Number 16. Read the source and answer the question. Hence, I feel no shame in asserting that this whole religion, engirdled by the moon in the center of the earth, traversed this grand circle amid the rest of the planets in an annual revolution around the sun. Near the sun is the center of the universe. Nicholas Copernicus. Which statement or theory is being made in the source above? A. Intelligent design. B. Heliocentric theory. C. Geocentric theory. D. Laws of motion. Number 17. Which prophet founded the religion of Islam? A. Abraham. B. David. C. Muhammad. D. Moses. Number 18. Which two great achievements did Mehmed II the Conqueror contribute? A. Overthrew Constantinople. B. Established the best colleges of science. C. Developed advanced military techniques. D. Created a sophisticated government system based on social ranking. Study the list and answer the questions. Maya, Aztec, Inca. Number 19. Which civilization developed the science of astronomy, a number system, and a calendar? A. Maya. B. Aztec. C. Inca. Number 20. Which civilization developed in South America? A. Maya. B. Aztec. C. Inca. If you want to listen to any question again, you can rewind or you can raise your hand and have your teacher read it to you.